hair. Thank you.
Thank you, Tabitha.
My name is Randy McMillan, and I'd like to thank you all for allowing us to speak to these issues today. I was born here. My dad was born here. His mother was born here. My dad's 94 years old, so I'm a native of natives. I think I've told you that before. And this place is not what it was before. It is absolutely not. In case you haven't been hearing, this is becoming a war zone. It is becoming a war zone. And I was caught up in the middle of it from what you just saw here a little while ago. I don't know if you saw that beating or you could hear that bat hitting that man over and over. I could hear it across the street from where I was. In my car, I could hear that bat hitting this man over and over and over. And I drove over there to do something about it, and the team stopped it, or that man would have been dead. And he is in terrible condition when the ambulance took him. They had to cut his boots off, broken legs. The two guys that did that, this was 2 weeks ago, the two guys that did that, they're out on the streets right now, okay? After they did that, Chris's wife and another man came up. The four of us kept them from continuing to beat us or to beat the man. And it wasn't easy. They went across the street to where they were staying in the hotel, and they kept coming back out, and they would walk back over with threatening us. His friend took up the bat and had it over my head because I was laying on the ground on top of poor Chris with a broken back, on top of the other man trying to control it. And this man who we just saw using this bat has it over my head and over Chris's head. And I told the police officers, I am going to press charges. We all have to start standing up. No one's contacted me. The DA hasn't contacted me. The judge that arraigned this let these two guys out. They're out now. I sleep with a 40 caliber pistol under my pillow because they threatened me over and over and over. They threatened me. They saw my truck. They have my driver's license, or my license number on my truck. And they kept coming back over to threaten, both Chris and I. Chris lives a block away. Chris, the man that you met this morning, lives a block away from where these guys are staying. And they let these two guys out. You probably heard recently about the man that cut the man's head off in the park up here. And when they found him, he was playing soccer with the man's head. That man is out. He's out. This bail reform nonsense that has happened is absolute destruction. And it is releasing these criminals into our community. Like I said, I'm sleeping with an automatic pistol right now. I keep it with me in my truck because these people threatened me.
Randy, I'm sorry, unfortunately you're out of time, but we get it. And
may I ask for one more minute, please? I'll finish.
Go ahead.
Please. The gift to my employees at the property management company this year, not the gift, they got a healthy bonus, but a gift was personal protection because they need it. I made a list of things that I have been affected by over the last year, just me personally, of crime. I don't have time to give it to you. There are 10 things on this list, from theft to people stole my wallet. My friends that own Shella's restaurant have been broken into 4 times. My son-in-law, who is a dentist, his office has been broken into twice. We as a management company see this over and over and over. You all asked us to vote for you to put you in charge of leading this community. You have connections in Santa Fe. These people in Santa Fe have put these laws into place. I want to know what you are going to do about fixing this. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to carry a gun from this point on. And I don't like to have to do that. But that's what I'm going to do to protect myself and my family because I have to. Please do something about it. I don't want to have to do that. Please. And then tell us what it is. Mr. Mr. Mayor, thank you for that extra time and for what you're doing. I know you're working with the judge here that continues to let these people out over and over and over. 60 and 70 times this judge lets them out. One last thing. The policemen have just been taken away their limited liability by our state legislature. You can sue a policeman now if he makes a mistake. In the heat of battle, these policemen go and they have to make a decision in the heat of battle. And it's battle out there. And if they make the wrong decision, you can sue them for everything they own. How about we do the same for the judges? How about the judges that get to sit up there in their black robes and listen for several days to all the testimony, take their sweet time and make a decision and let that person out? How about their liability, limited liability, be taken away? And how about we can sue them? If we can sue the police, we should be able to sue those judges for what they're doing.
We're going to have to cut that off. Well, thank you for that. And earlier during the discussion, our deputy city attorney motioned to our city manager that he'd like to work. We're going to reach out to the DA. He feels that there may be some options that can be had, and we'll keep you all posted on that. What might be able to give a little bit more teeth, which would be great. That'd be welcome, Brad. So that's great. Okay, so that's anyone else on.